Welcome to the Stargazers channel, everyone, and welcome back for another deep dive. Today, it's all about the best jobs for each zodiac sign, and we're focusing in on the Chinese zodiac sign of the pig.
That's right. We'll be looking at careers that really sync up with their natural traits.
Exactly. And we'll throw in some astrological tips too, for enhancing good fortune.
Plus, we'll touch on a few famous names who happen to be pigs. Should be interesting.
Okay, so let's start with the basics. What are those core characteristics we see with pigs?
Well, generally speaking, individuals born under the pig sign often come across as quite peaceful. There's an uprightness, a real integrity there, and often a strong thirst for knowledge. They can be really drawn to both science and the arts. Oh, and a love of nature, definitely.
Peaceful, knowledgeable, loves nature. Sounds quite grounded.
It really is. It's a nice blend of qualities, often very harmonious.
Okay, so thinking about that peaceful nature.
Yeah.
What kinds of jobs might be, let's say, less suitable? Where might they struggle?
That's a good question. Our astrological insights suggest that really intense, highly competitive environments might be tough.
Like what, specifically?
Think high-stakes finance or maybe super aggressive commerce and sales roles. It's less about ability and more about their inherent aversion to that kind of constant competition.
Right. They might find navigating those complex social dynamics a bit draining.
Exactly. And also, while they love knowledge, something like pure scientific research, which can be very structured and rigorous, that might clash a bit with their desire for a freer kind of life. They often prefer exploring the landscape, so to speak, rather than being confined to a very specific lab setting.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense. So let's flip it. Where do pigs really find their stride? What careers let those qualities shine?
Several areas look really promising based on their traits. Animal husbandry, for instance.
Connecting with that love of nature.
Precisely. Working with animals, plants, the outdoors.
Yeah.
It really resonates with that desire for a simpler, more grounded life. Think veterinarians, foresters.
Good vets, yeah. I can see that caring instinct.
Absolutely. Or even foresters, working directly with nature. It taps right into that core value.
Okay, besides nature-focused roles.
Public service is another strong area. Roles like teachers, civil servants, even police officers.
Why those specifically?
Well, their natural honesty and that tendency to shy away from cutthroat competition can actually be huge strengths here.
So their integrity leads to good performance.
Often, yes. They can build trust and really dedicate themselves to serving the community. It suits their temperament.
That focus on integrity is interesting. Does it point towards other fields, too?
It does. The medical field, especially roles like doctors, seems like a potential fit.
Tell me more.
That strong sense of responsibility combined with their honesty makes for very dedicated healers, potentially. Plus, there's often a deep sense of accomplishment for them when they, cure a disease or overcome a medical challenge. It aligns with a nurturing instinct.
It's fascinating how these threads connect. What about, say, more hands-on work or creative paths?
Definitely possibilities there, too. The agriculture industry, for example.
Farming.
Could be. Their meticulousness, their resourcefulness, that industrious nature, and patience. These are all fantastic assets in agriculture.
Okay. And the artistic side you mentioned earlier.
Yes, the artistic field holds promise. Think painters, maybe singers. Pigs are often quite intelligent and eager to learn. Combine that with an innate appreciation for art, and you've got a good foundation. The key, though, is often exploring specialized niches within art to really make a mark.
So finding that specific sweet spot where their talents can really blossom makes sense. Now, beyond just picking the right job title, any astrological pointers for pigs looking to boost their overall good fortune?
Yes, a few key things. One major point is encouraging them to focus on down-to-earth actions.
Less fantasizing, more doing?
Kind of. It's about translating those wonderful ideas and dreams into concrete steps, adjusting their mentality sometimes, cultivating perseverance.
So working hard to make things happen.
Exactly. And also being mindful of a potential tendency to rely too much on others or maybe complain if things don't quite go their way immediately. Grounding is key.
Grounding those aspirations in action. Got it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. It's always fun to look at real-world examples. Who are some famous pigs?
We've got some really recognizable figures. Yeah. First up, Arnold Schwarzenegger, born July 30, 1947.
Arnie.
Yeah.
Bodybuilder, actor, governor. Quite a path.
Absolutely. From Conan and Terminator to leading California, talk about drive and applying talents in diverse ways. That fits the potential.
Definitely a force. Who else?
Another big name is Elon Musk, born June 28, 1971.
Okay, the tech visionary.
Right, pushing boundaries with SpaceX, Tesla, Neuralink, even X now. He embodies that ambitious vision and relentless determination you can sometimes see.
Wow. Schwarzenegger and Musk. Two very different fields, same sign. It really shows the range, doesn't it?
It really does. The core traits can manifest in incredibly diverse ways.
So, last piece here. Collaboration. In the workplace, who do pigs tend to partner well with, astrologically speaking?
Okay, for best working partners, the astrology points towards the tiger, the rabbit, and the sheep.
Tiger, rabbit, sheep. Good synergy there.
The thinking is that cooperation with any of those three signs can lead to really significant career achievements, high potential.
Interesting.
Any others? Then you have what we might call good working partners, the rat and the ox. But there's a catch.
Oh.
Success is apparently much more likely if all three, pig, rat, and ox, are working together. Otherwise, the dynamic might actually be counterproductive.
A specific trio, then. And who should pigs maybe avoid collaborating with?
The signs generally considered bad working partners are the snake, the monkey, and, interestingly, another pig.
Really? Why is that?
Primarily due to potentially significant differences in, character, temperament, ways of thinking, core values. The foundations might just clash too much.
So avoiding those combinations might save some headaches.
Astrologically, that's the advice, yes.
Yeah.
Finding that synergistic energy is important.
Well, this has been a really insightful deep dive into the best jobs and characteristics for the big zodiac sign. Hopefully, understanding these kinds of inherent strengths and potential challenges too gives you some valuable guidance for your own path.
Absolutely. Just recognizing these tendencies can be a really powerful tool for making choices that feel more aligned and ultimately more fulfilling professionally.
And remember, if you're looking for a reading that's more tailored specifically to your own unique birth chart, we do have a link for personalized astrological insights right there in the description below. Thank you so much for joining us today on the Stargazers for this exploration.
Yes, thanks for tuning in.
Until our next deep dive into the zodiac, may your path be filled with good fortune. God bless.